Hello, good evening. You're watching the Golden TV show of our TV show. Like you know, we always say like if you come to the Golden Bee Revolution, we are very very busy searching for news, searching for information, searching for everything just to get you the best episode that you can always wish from us. Comme ali ala nyamina dro ñina mo Golden Bee Revolution TV programme otela natale nan ko tankela arabo la ka wotala lula na tara wolo kana kamol sindike kachandi comme ka fa nyaminde itami yamera fo jimi mi la metoltela nana Golden Bee Revolution na global stage la be tandila ko ñemu metolti mi an kesalo no kanu ana fendile wakana dron ba fale ali jiana ko tankela to another episode la bi kan na namol so don fejana mi yalon ko iflamu mulati mi an ke ba kata kan gambe jam bakela. You can never succeed without the media. And then the media is playing a key role. Any nation, but mean celebrate can be know that is the role of a media. Progress, celebration in Bakaka. So what kind of wrong? Like I always do, I start my introduction from the right hand side to the left hand side. But also, I never forget the Geneva Convention. Being careful, like ladies and gentlemen. But today we have ladies here. I'm gonna be the next lady on the show. Thank you so much for coming to the show. I would like you to introduce yourself.
It's a pleasure being here. Thank you very much for having me. My name is Sally Joe. I work with Kefatu, and also I own my own media company. I do voice adverts for companies. If you want to advertise your business out there, call Easy Media. And yeah, other than that, I'm just a young woman trying to, make a living.
No.
Very humble person.
No. I think you will also be like, Alaji is my mentee, so thank you for bringing me to the media.
You're welcome.
Still, I will have my boat to share. Like, ndaka fanya nyami na dorong. Nali ame Golden Bee Revolution. Ntelemong kulung sodo de. Ntelemong boso sodo. Ntelemong kulung sodo. But ntelemong kamol jelo. Ntelemong kamol sigala dorong. I will come to my left hand side to Lady J. I want you to tell us who you are. We want to know everything about you.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Jenna Bosonko. Yeah. I work for QTV Gambia, and when I say Jenna, it's Youth Dialogue because that is what is pegged to my identity.
Sure.
So I host the Youth Dialogue program on QTV, a program that gives young people an opportunity to table out issues affecting them.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I'm also a news presenter, and I also go to the field to report. And it's activist meets media because I'm a youth activist as well.
Sure.
At my own level, at my own community level, seeing how best to fight for the rights of young people in the Gambia.
Thank you so much. Coming ala kam tanya min nadron nindal be dawdala ka dundilon fo ay rukuru janda wakana nadron ala me ifon la fo nyala min nadron. This is the Golden Bee Revolution na mo so mi an ka wada ker fatula na do so mi an ka wada QTV la nyilla molta mi yalon ko ibalorin ka Gambia la kibarol fintindi mol kanna atara dawdala albeje la filol kono la albeje la media to la e lokam pour ka funding ke assignment yandi e mandan ka assignment yandi but pour ka Gambia sama nyata la mi yalan ko is in line with the Golden Bee Revolution project la minketa to empower the Gambian people, the Gambian youth, and also Gambian entrepreneurships ka be empower. So wakana dorong ala nyamina dorong ba abuntla ka benje la nata bari aliama e fond da kono e fond introduce ale so moduna kacha kono proper. First, I will come back to you, Jay, before coming to her. I will be sifting and I will not tell you the directions I'll be going because I know you are very comfortable with the media. It's not like when I brought Kitabu here. Kitabu was like, teasing. Yeah, look, I don't want him to hear this. Kitabu is like, I'm going to be a president. I told him we will start a campaign for you.
Okay.
But Kitabu's eyes will be rolling. And then also, when I brought Barahama here, Barahama will be like, yeah, no problem, I got it. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
I want to know, you said youth dialogue, and youth dialogue is really doing lots of impact in the Gambia here. It's not only like the communication, we invite people to come and you hear what they are saying or blah, blah, blah. There's no impact. But I have seen lots of progress in the Gambian youth here, especially through your program. Why did you come up with the youth dialogue?
Okay, so when I just started QTV, I will just give you a brief history.
Okay.
When I just started QTV, I applied as a youth program anchor. So we were given the responsibility to come up with programs, that is to come up with content for the television.
No.
So when I was given the opportunity as a young person to come up with content, I asked myself, what can I do? Several things came to my mind. In the Gambia here, all that people do is politics. It's just everything that everybody talks about.
Sure.
So I said to myself, what can I do that is going to impact that change? So I sat down and I said, okay, young people in the Gambia constitute 60% of the Gambian population, and they're not put where they're supposed to be. So I said to myself, let me start a youth show and see how it will go. Then I had to write my concept. I had to table it in front of managers, and I must say thank you to QTV for giving me an opportunity as a young person.
Hello QTV, thank you.
Yeah, thank you QTV for giving me an opportunity to do this program, because when I was just coming, they could have said, oh, she's just going to the University of the Gambia with not much experience in the media, but they had that goal to empower young people who are fresh, to give them an opportunity to impact. So I started the Youth Dialogue by inviting young people on board to talk about issues affecting them, and it went beyond that. The reason why I'm saying it went beyond that is because we saw the impact that we registered is tangible. You know, we see people whereby came to the Youth Dialogue, and at the end of the day they were able to attract grants. Sometimes I invite returnees and they're able to talk about duty bearers, and those duty bearers react. So that is what we wanted, and at the end of the day we achieved it, and thank God this March we are 2 years.
Wow.
We are 2 years this March. Yeah, we've been doing it for 2 years and we are not stopping. The reason why I'm saying this is because in the Gambia here, consistency is something that is very difficult for young people. Because some people look at me and say, Jenna, but I feel like the Youth Dialogue is like one of the most consistent youth programs in the Gambia. Because we've had other platforms that die at some point, but that is not the vision. I mean, what we are trying to put across is that consistency in young people, which really doesn't exist. If Janaba is not existing anymore, even though we
God forbid, it's gonna be like 100 years.
Yes, I'm just giving it exactly because the foundation is there and people are already in love with it, so it's gonna run, and I know somebody else is gonna do it. Because when it comes to leadership, it's not what is done best when you're there, but what is done when you're not there at some point.
That's the legacy you live.
You live,
Sure, very well. Thank you so much for taking us through, and still a quick reminder, thank you so much QTV for empowering a young guy who is following her dreams and then is really creating lots of communication impact in the community. The Gambia, this is what we can do. Not only that you learn inside the classroom, but you can be a champion, or you can be a heroine or a hero in your own doing. So thank you for giving us the power. Thank you for trusting us from the beginning. As you may call us amateur, but we will get there with an experience that will come, that we will celebrate, and we will keep on celebrating. This is more like who I am too.
So
it would be funny to say,
just call young people the cream of society.
Very well, yeah. They did it like equally to Star TV here. It will be funny to me that I have never sat in a journalism classroom, like to learn or maybe to read about journalism. It's just like sometimes I tell people some of the things that I do, akajinkane.
Yeah, exactly.
So very well, yeah. So sometimes I will be going and I will know I'll be creating some mistakes, and then the Star TV management they will communicate to me. I think if you do this, if you do that, this will really do. And it goes. This is who we are. This is what we are known for. We keep each other. We guide each other. We help each other. I can remember there was a time even I communicated to you that you please guide me in how to run this project. This is what we believe in. We don't believe in competition. Definitely, sometimes it helps you to go, but to abuse the right of a competition will create enemy between you two. So, and then that doesn't help. It will never.
Actually, when you communicated, although I wasn't able to help really because I was really tight.
You did, yeah.
But
you did a lot.
I was happy because I felt like, okay, we have a youth dialogue and we're about to have another youth program.
Very well, yeah.
So in a way, it was part of impact.
Very well, yeah.
Give,
so it will push you.
Young people options. You know, for instance, if you are so tied up or busy that you can't step in, they can simply come to him. Or also you can do both, where you meet Janaba, talk about what you want to talk about, also meet you. That way you would have more audience. And you would also, send in the message at a wider audience than just one place.
It's really beautiful because competition will give you strength to learn more, and this is why we enjoy the La Liga, the Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi competition that made El Clasico to go very powerful. So I really believe in that. So I will come to you, Sally Job, my mentor. Thank you for spotting that media in me. You told me like, look, you'll be very, very good at the media. When I was working at the hospital, then I was like, I think I have to really listen to what Sally says, and it is what we really do. And then today I'm celebrating, not the best, not thinking of becoming the best, but thinking of to give what the people will love best. So I know in anything that you do, there must be somewhere you started. So I want you to tell us about your journey to the media.
Right.
I know sometimes it will be like, is there any journey that you need to take? But I really want to know what are some of the things that you got, because there are many watching today. I am confident many people are watching.
Yeah.
And then you have many people that want to be the Geneva Sonko, the next Sally Job, the next Kadi Kamara, and lots of them. So I want to know what are some of the challenges. Tell us about the journey.
Okay, so thank you very much for that question. I know. It all started when I was young.
Okay.
So I remember those days when I was younger, I always used to gather my friends around.
Yep.
Where we would I'll get them seated and pretend as if I'm a host or, I'm a model or a musician. I loved the media since when I was young, and I loved entertainment. I loved fashion. I loved talking about these things, because I can remember my dad had my dad fixed Channel O. Those days we were young. If we didn't listen to music, because I'm just this very outgoing person. I loved listening or watching politics, but to me it's depressing whenever I watch
Politics.
TV and see someone talking about something that probably would make other people feel bad, or maybe see people dying. So my sister's a nurse. She's very good in doing that, but I am this kind of person that likes to be happy all the time and have people around me happy. So I said to myself one day, when I grow up, I would want to be in the media, but under entertainment, not talking about politics or talking about all these things. Although it's good, we have to talk about it, because it's reality. It's what we're living.
Very well, yeah.
So I had a job. When I graduated, I had a job and met this lady called Fatmata Koka. But before that, I was working at a traveling agency.
Okay.
So when I met her, she told me, it'd be nice for you to join me.
Wow.
How
you pursued me to go.
Exactly. So she told me it would be nice for you to come over and join me. I was at the traveling agency, like I said, but I felt going at a traveling agency, I was doing it for survival, because I need the salary. But taking this one, it's a passion. It's something that I would do and be happy with.
Because you've been following the route since when you were young.
Yes, since when I was young. So I thought, like, okay, this is the channel, and I'll use it to navigate to wherever I want to get. So that's how it all started. From there, we've been hosting shows, having artists, going around events, and from there I moved to Capital FM. Still had opportunity to do different shows, but I still maintain my identity, which is what I love, enjoy doing. I came up with an entertainment show, and also have been doing a social issue show where you talk about things, burning issues, things that people want to talk about, like anything that has to do with marriage, family, politics. We basically mix everything. From there, I moved to Kirfatu. So my life is a long journey. I've done so many things. Not just media. I've worked with AfriCell. I was one time a marketing manager for an estate agency. But then I realized what I love doing is media. I always had to go back to that. So I worked with Kirfatu. I do so many things. I multitask. I report. I film. I edit. I host a program. Like I also, what else do I do? I think I do so many things. I do so many things.
I think I enjoyed part of your debate with One Pack, and
One Pack is crazy.
I just want to know a little bit about it.
About
how between you and One Pack, is it like?
So what happened was he approached me and said he wanted to come to my show, and I said that would be nice, because I read a story about him.
Okay.
He's been in Malta. I mean, it's not something he's.
Yeah, but he didn't hide it. Yeah, 27 times, 19 times, something like so.
27 times. Yeah. So I thought, wow, this is interesting. Having someone that has been tried 27 times and still changing his life
to become somebody,
to become a better person.
Because
people feel if you had been in prison, you leave. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
there's nothing more in life for you in store in life it's in store for you in life.
Very well.
So I thought it was very interesting. I asked him to come over. We talk about what led him to what he was doing. And how will he mentor young people in not doing what he was doing? You
Sure.
know, it was very interesting.
Very well.
At first, because we had 2 shows.
Sure.
The first one was very interesting, but the second one, he was being very defensive.
Yeah, I know, very
Because
well, yeah.
He said he's doing music, and I feel some of his music.
Very well, yeah.
He kind of, you know, uses that.
Yeah. That's where the drama began.
Exactly, the F word. And I said to him, you do not, as a mentor, you do not want young people to
Follow your footsteps.
follow your footsteps, like some of the things you're doing. So I think it would be nice if you would change that ways, and that's where the debate started. But yeah, it's fun.
Wow.
We're good to go. We love each other, and
I will come to you
life goes
about
on.
Alaji Bora too, because Alaji Bora will be like, Nimanda Mobula, and then that more we will have to talk about him too. That part will come to.
Yeah.
But allow me to shift to her a little. Miss J, I know, like, in anything that you do, sometimes in life there is what you call challenges, and some of these challenges will sometimes feel like, look, I think I will quit. Have you ever found yourself in any situation where you feel like, let me quit from this and go this, and then how do you manage those difficult moments too?
Well, I'm not going to say that I really want to quit. You just say it sometimes because at some point, like, you get frustrated and say, I'm going to leave this.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen whereby I want to say that I'm going to leave this for good. Because this is something that I like.
You know, sometimes frustration can push you. You'll be like, I think.
But I am a very stubborn person.
Yeah. Once you're passionate about what you're
that's
doing,
the thing.
you always have to come back.
Yeah,
to it.
Very
Even
well.
though if you feel this is too hectic,
Yeah.
you know, frustrated, you still come back to it.
Yeah,
Sure.
and I am a very stubborn person. To an extent that when I want to achieve something, I just have to achieve it
I will
no
go
matter
for it.
what. I'm going to go for it because I'm going to the university at the same time, and I am in the media.
Sure.
I have household chores as well
Yeah.
as a woman. So it means that there are like 3 things that I have in place, because we all know that when you're a woman, even if you're a vice president, at some point you would have to lift something because of that thing that you were a woman.
That makes you
So
a woman,
altogether, I have 3 responsibilities that I have to do, and I do them so well. I make sure I create time for all of them. But sometimes as a young person, it's really difficult as to where you have to get, because sometimes they're like, hi kid, 23 years, and look at some of the things that she's doing. So it has to do, some of the difficulties goes down to age, and being a woman in the media, sometimes it's very difficult. The fact that people will be like, ki halela, lila wala def, nakala muna defe li, nakala muna neke in the midst of these older women. I'm like, I mean, I walked for it, you know, and I had to prove myself. That is why I'm there. And another challenge has to do with men. Because sometimes when you're in the media, men tend to feel like just because you're in the media and you're on television,
That's the man.
you know, men tend to think that way and want to
Talk about
be
that
with you,
on.
you know, want to be with you just because you're on TV, you know, the Fabuga Halis. I'm like, that is not everybody. I don't have time for that. Like, that is not the way that I am
You'll be
raised.
like, I have to go for her.
Exactly. My grandmother raised me, and that is not what I know. So because I'm in the media and on the limelight doesn't mean that as a man you have to come and exploit me also. Even sometimes people will be like, Jana, but who are you with? I'm like, guys, don't talk to me, because I can't decide at some point. You know why? Because you don't even know who's genuine or not, because you're on television. If I was in Jana Basonko of Youth Dialogue, I was in, like, those people might not have approached me.
Very well.
So I think my challenges goes down to how men see me, because I'm on the limelight, and how people around see me, because she's just a 23-year-old
Some of them
reading
have different motives.
Exactly.
Like, you never know who's really.
That's the thing. Because she's 23 years old, she's reading primetime news. She has her own show, the youngest member of staff at QTV to have her own show.
Wow.
She's a reporter. She's going to school at the same time. Who is she? You know. So I think these are some of the challenges that I face. I can remember. When I was going for my interview on QTV, when I saw it on the newspaper, and for some reason a lot of people sent it to me to tell me that, Jainaba, I think you should apply. So because the way you are raised, I'm talk, for some reason I was hesitating. I'm like, these people, I don't think they're going to employ me. They're going to employ more kind of experienced people. And when I went to Q City, I saw that the entire place was full, and I saw very older people,
like,
and I saw myself. I'm like, hey, and at that time I was just 21.
I do not stand it.
Yes, I was just 21 years old at the time. So I'm like, am I gonna get this job? You know, but I got into that interview room. It happened, and here I am now.
Exactly.
So to all young people,
certain things you're born to do it.
Exactly.
Sure.
If you're born to do something, it do not matter how old you are or where you're from or your
My Wolof is not that much clear, but there's one Wolof that says Linga Buga, Gomko, Topoko, Sonasi, Tadinko.
Exactly.
So if you do this,
that's the thing.
Absolutely, you will have it. I hope my Wolof friends will not cut me from that.
And that is what I tell young people all the time. Like, you don't really have to take a look at your age to limit yourself with what you have to do. Just recently, I was nominated for the She Awards. And when I looked at the category, me and Miloshi were the youngest. I looked at the other people. Auntie Hadibaji, thumbs up to her, she won. Fatou Toure. I saw Auntie Hadibaji has been practicing since 1991, and I'm a 96 born, so I'm like, alhamdulillah. So as a young person, do not limit yourself. I mean,
that automatically tells you you're doing a great job.
Exactly.
That
is the point.
There are so many people around.
It's a bravo.
Yeah,
so that
that's
recognition
the
of your work alone makes you a winner.
Comme niñ ko dee waxee xale loxoom su setee di nga mën a lekk mag yi bool.
Man tamit dégg naa wolof de, because there's one famous wolof I will say, man suma wolof ku ko bëgg a xeñamal ba ñun na nga def tey ji nga tane. So this is the only this is the only wolof how do you call it proverb that I can say. I learned it from Mr. Henry Gomez. I hope some days I will improve. And then my mom is a Fuller. I will have to speak some Fuller words, but the only thing I can say now to the Fullers will be like getoko falla wala nguinga. So that's what they are always, because I'm a Jahanka, I have to teach them. But mind you, this is the episode 15 of the Golden Bee Revolution TV show. We have lots of excitement to you. We will just beg your pardon to go for a short break. When we come back, we continue. Welcome back from that short musical break. A reminder, episode 15 of the Golden Bee Revolution. Coming alialo nyamina dorong na fale nyamina dorong bila jamba during kende kala bari na molnat nan kawa media personality min kata Kerfatu tila, and also the famous QTV la reporter min kata Jaytila. Coming alialo nyamina dorong bi manta danale kachada madron tila. But falam pour ka silo landale katandi comme like media la do ko min tamandila pour kaje ko banko ta nyata ala baraka baka jontan fere first episode la min keta janikata break la kachata e fon fale tan lan jumalti la anin ku jamal la itamita min kono la min saltna la mosala fino pour ke da hayba min kekan but saying ala ke ya ko bambande fo ya kick itara nyata la bari ni fa gagner la tiba wala afnya mi la quitters are always losers. So do not afford to be a loser just because you quit. Just keep striking, and then one day you will be there. Mobile course at the time, some of us linga explain what we've gone through. You will never really believe it, but it is all about determination. Stay focused, set a vision for your mission, and then you will get there. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies. And I'm the he in the she clothes, so maybe the she in the he clothes today. Very well. I want to talk to you about your award, award being the Media Personality Wahsa Halad Award 2019. Can you please tell us how does it feel after winning this, and tell us about it, the nomination, the stuff you did. Do you think is a well-deserved award?
Okay, so I do not mean...
I want to hear that confident speech in you.
That's what I'm saying. I do not mean to boast. Or
You have
I do
to.
not mean to blow my own trumpet.
Okay.
But even before the Wasahalat nomination, the Wasahalat came, I knew I was gonna win the awards.
Wow.
Because I put so much work.
Wow.
I put so much effort.
Sure.
I put so much determination.
Okay.
I've sat so many times at my office editing shows till around 12. And it was not to win the Wasahalat award. It was because I love what I do. I believe if it all starts with loving what you do, putting so much work and energy into what you're doing, and the hard work will pay. Whenever you're doing something, don't do it because you're expecting something out of it.
Sure.
Because you might end up disappointing yourself,
Very
getting
well,
disappointed.
Very well.
So, but if you also are confident with what you do, you do not really need people to tell you how good you are. You can tell. Maybe you have to be humble, but you can tell I'm good at what I do. Winning the media personality of the year on the entertainment makes me feel so good, because there are so many people that are doing what I am doing, but people do their things in a very different way.
Yeah.
And when my guests come to my show, I make them so comfortable.
Sure.
And I make sure
you will have to tell me some of the tips so I can do.
Yes, I mean, it's just natural. Just be yourself. One thing I'm very good at, something that I do not force, is I always try to be myself. This is who I am. I'm not changing for no one.
Okay.
And if you apply that in whatever you're doing, you'd always see results. So it makes me feel good that I've been recognized. Being in the media, I've been there for it's like almost 7 years. You know, it started from, like I said, media, elite media, Capital FM. Now Kirfatu. If they see my work and feel she's doing really good, I guess it's a very well deserved award. Because like I said, I have done it without my team.
Sure.
I can't just sit there talking to the artist without having my cameraman or a platform where I'll air it. So it's a teamwork, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel you're good to go, and just keep pushing. I mean, the sky is the limit.
Sure.
So it's really a well-deserved award.
Thank you so much for letting us know, because once you are a winner, you have to celebrate your winning, your spirit. Celebrating your victory is part of giving you that power to really go what you're really looking for. So I would love to come to you, Lady J. Sonko.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised to know that before you come, I did lots of digging about you.
Yeah.
I think there's a definition, to some people we call it like born leader.
Okay.
Yeah. I've known that you've been a senior prefect, a class prefect. You've gone through lots of leadership winning thing, and people really appreciate it. You went up to like becoming a head girl in one of the most respected school in the Gambia here. I will not mention the name of the school, but I will just describe, and I'm sure people will really know. And then today you're doing a news reporting with your TV program. You're also doing a youth dialogue program. You're like almost into everything. I will not call you Jack, because at the end of the day, if I say Jack of all trade, they will say master of none. But you are J of all trade, and then mistress of all.
Oh, wow.
In anything you go into, let me just try to bring my press singing mood here.
Yeah.
In anything you're doing, it's only on a progress line. There is always that progress going. What is the deal? What brought you? What is the thing that is saying, hey Jay, go for this, you will win. Hey Jay, leave that one is not the right way. But if you take this way, it will go. How can one become Jay Nebosonko?
Well, you said something that caught my attention. Most of the time, people debate on if leaders are born or made. But sometimes I look at myself and look at like the stages that I've passed through, and I say that maybe this is just meant to happen. It's not something that is forced. Because sometimes, I'm glad that you said it, like something that you possess, you just possess it. There's no need to change anything. And this is something that I emphasize most of the time on my show. If you have a quality, you must vomit it. I mean, the world needs to know.
Definitely.
Even if you try to take a layback seat, it's going to show, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like I said before, I am a very stubborn individual, but stubborn in a good way. Stubborn in a good way.
Like I told Idris, I brought one Chinese here. I forgot to send my famous Chinese line to him. Ni hao. Do I have to continue? I hope this will still be the same thing. Hello and welcome to my show. You have to be stubborn for a good cause.
The stubbornness is not stubborn in a bad way, but stubborn in a good way. That is when you have to do something and you have obstacles in front of you, you just have to push. You know, you just have to push yourself and do it. And from being a head girl at Nusrat Senior Secondary School, it might look very little, but that really contributed when it comes to my transition afterwards. At the University of the Gambia, it was difficult to engage in leadership because of my job. But still, to me, being a host of the Youth Dialogue is some form of leadership.
Very well,
because
yeah.
you're taking
It is a leadership.
yes, taking that leadership role to bring young people together under one platform
Very
to
well, yeah.
discuss issues affecting them. So to me, to be Jane Abasonko, you have to be that confident individual.
Okay.
Sometimes there are certain tasks that I'm given and I'm doubting. I'm like, can I do this? Can I not do it?
Yeah.
But at some point I just say to myself, let me give it a try.
Very well.
Like, I'm not trained to be a news presenter, but one of my bosses looked at me and saw that I have the potential.
quality,
I'm like,
yeah.
you need to do this. And I just gave it a try and it worked so well. I'm so comfortable doing it now.
Oh.
Every other thing, I wasn't trained to do this.
Oh.
But just at the University of the Gambia, which is basically more of academic.
Yeah.
So if you want to be Jane Abasonko, you have to be that stubborn individual in a good way.
Very well.
You have to be very confident as well and determined. Because sometimes there are things that I want to do, the support is not there, but I just put up my own support to make it happen. Sometimes you don't have to wait for people to come and help you achieve
you help
something.
yourself. It starts
Like
from you.
when young people say we're waiting for the government be dimbale with you in terms of these things, I'm like, get up and do something.
And I think that is holding us back a
Yes.
lot here, especially young people in the Gambia.
Yeah.
Okay.
We tend to feel that everything should be ready-made.
Exactly.
That the government should present everything to us. And
Yeah.
I think, I mean, well, it will be good having that, having the government to present you everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a no-brainer that
Yes.
it will help you. Like maybe let's say if you were to start from 1, probably you will start from 5.
Sure.
But in a situation where you do not have that,
Yeah.
don't just sit back, lay back, and feel like, oh, there's no opportunity, so I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have this inner voice that tells us you cannot do it.
Yeah.
Very well.
But if you really believe in yourself and you search yourself within, you would find out you're gifted with one thing.
Yeah. Sure.
It might be very little. You might think it do not make sense. For instance, well, look at Jane Abasonko. She's presenting news at QTV. Here I am. I don't know what to do. All I do is maybe braiding, and you think that braiding is nothing.
Sure.
That is what you are gifted with.
Exactly.
Very well,
Do
yeah.
something about it, and you will progress with it.
Yeah.
So whatever you are gifted with,
Yeah.
just go ahead. Jay might be gifted with presenting, sitting, talking, because that's what she's good at.
Yeah.
You might be sitting at home. You're not gifted with talking or doing something, but you are gifted with braiding.
Exactly.
You're gifted with maybe dancing or singing. Just grab that opportunity
Yeah.
and make the best out of it.
An example that I give
Yeah.
most of the time is this Kabagal issue.
Exactly.
Like she
Yesterday I
started-
was there.
yeah.
I'm so impressed. with
Exactly. She started with this Kaba,
Wow.
and then I mean I tried a few times having her on the Youth Dialogue, but did not materialize. But I'm sure I'll have her soon.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. Use
yeah,
your strength.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
So she started
Continuous
this Kaba
persuasion is
thing,
your-
and
yeah.
later we saw other people doing it. And
Yeah.
I mean, when she was starting the Kaba, it's not like she waited for the government to
Very well.
come bring Kaba in front of her
In
for
fact,
her
she
to
used to
start
have
mixing.
a small table.
Exactly.
Oh.
And now she has expanded and she did it on her own. So if we are trying to say that we are waiting for somebody to get somewhere as an individual, we are never going to get there.
Very
So
well.
to me, it's about what you can do as an individual. I didn't wait for anybody to tell me to get up and go to the University of the Gambia
Yeah.
or to get up and look for a job. I felt like this is something that I needed to do, and I was able to achieve it. So to be able to be Jane Abasonko, be that stubborn person in a good way, be confident, and really be determined. And you have to be innovative as well.
course.
Because in the Gambia here, for some reason, young people are not very innovative sometimes. And we see a lot of duplication of efforts,
Of course.
which I talk about all the time when it comes to organizations that are put in place in the Gambia.
Okay.
You can see 100 institutions doing, of course, the same thing. When young people can actually partner and achieve something. This is
course.
something that I say all the time. So the duplication of efforts should really be put aside, and let's think,
Yeah, outside the
sleep,
box.
and say, man lanlu es la wara indi, as an individual that
Very well.
is new
Yeah.
and will be able to create impact in a
Yeah.
way.
Very
Yeah.
Talking about this is very important. You brought it up because Gambians are very fond of doing that when it comes to business or what not. I'll see Jane Abasonko selling shoes. I feel
She's excellent.
yeah,
Then-
I'm
I
gonna
need
bring
to,
shoes as
yeah.
well and do the same thing.
Very well.
I mean, think about something else. Maybe okay, she's selling shoes. Maybe the person would want a top that matches the shoe.
Yeah.
Bring a top, and whoever is buying will wear the shoe and the top. But don't just go and bring the same shoe she's selling.
Exactly.
You know, the market is small. You do not have many people that are buying,
Yeah.
and then your good will be, stuck there. You cannot sell.
It's
she
not
cannot
gonna
sell.
move.
Right.
Nobody's gonna move.
Sure.
So let's do away with these things and think outside the box, like she's saying, and don't wait.
Yeah.
Start. When you start, you will have people that will eventually
come and support.
You.
And an example is the Kaba.
Yeah.
Somebody started Kaba Gal. I saw somebody taking mangoes and putting them in a pot.
Yes, exactly.
You know, so which means
Innovation.
okay, Kaba came. What next can I do to spice
Mangoes,
up?
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then that person decided to come up with mango.
Yeah.
Next time somebody will come up with something else.
else.
Yeah, but if Kaba Gal does Kaba, 100 people do Kaba, and the market is saturated,
And you know,
who's gonna
The
go?
quality
And-
of service
and-
will fall.
Exactly.
Very well,
We're
yeah.
blessed with the country. We have so much fruits.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
agribusiness is something that people really underestimate, we underrate, but
Yeah.
you would make a lot of money out
Yeah.
of it.
Very well, yeah.
You know, like Kabagal is making money out of it.
Sure.
Salital is making money out of it.
Wow.
You know, who is it? Salim Momartal.
Yeah.
Momartal is doing so good with it. You know, he does mango processing and all these things.
Yeah.
We have so many other youth that are farmers. You know, that are into
Agro-business.
agribusiness.
Yeah.
They are doing so well with
Yeah.
it.
Sure.
So we do not just have to think about leaving the country.
Yeah.
Very well.
I mean, small Boki Gambians, we're so obsessed with Europe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to travel. You start it here first.
Yeah.
So the face of being a business, Moham. Gambia ngay gis fii nii, young people don't want to be carpenters. We don't want to be tailors. We don't want to be comme soo demee taaj malaan sa si marché bi nga door di jaay jaxato or whatnot. They look at you as a failure. Like kii moom dafa tardé léegi ay jaxato moo ko desee. You know, and it's gonna make you look down at yourself. Like sa self-esteem bi yëpp la ñoo kill.
Yeah.
And there are some people ñoo xam ne unfortunately noonu leen mel. You know, you can easily kill their spirit by just one word. Yo tay danga tarde jaxatu nga jaay.
Yeah.
So if you see someone doing it, if you cannot help them, don't just kill their vibe. And you as the individual that is doing it, don't also listen to people telling you this is not right, that is right.
Yeah.
Gambians yi nañ leen jóg ñu liggéey suñu dëkk bi. If we do not do it, come on. I see foreigners every day.
Exactly.
I see them doing so well in this country. Why is it that Gambian people cannot do these things? Why do we have to leave and go to other countries where you're away from home? You do not have your mother or your dad. No, nobody cares about you.
Yeah.
It's you alone out there. So just start here.
Yeah, I think, Sally, what you're trying to say, it's something that is very important. Just yesterday, I was attending a training organized by IOM, and I clearly gave myself as an example that I do not do musane be magena Gambia and say that, okay, I'm going to go settle in the USA or in England. I don't see a reason. The only thing that is going to make me go outside of the Gambia is either I'm going for a conference that is going to build me, or I am going for education, or I have an appointment whereby,
or probably you just feel like you want to go and visit
on a
and come back.
vacation, tourism, or I have an appointment that at least if I go there, still I'm going to contribute to my country's development, but not just to get up and go sit there. There are a lot of avenues in the Gambia that an individual can use to make money. People don't just know. And to reiterate on what you talked about, as in Gambians do not really want to do odd jobs, and they don't even know that these odd jobs, naka guru. Later, building and exactly. But in the Gambia, they don't want to follow steps. You have to follow everything that you have to achieve. There are steps to it. You have to go step by step to be able to reach the top. Like for instance, I didn't just wake up and read the news. I started somewhere. I started with my reporting. At first, I started reporting. At second
even
step,
before reporting, when you graduated, you started with doing other things.
Basic things. Even radio. I did radio. Even I volunteered at a radio station, City Limits, doing this environment show.
It's not about the money. You just go there, build your network. You know, that way you would see someone. Maybe if you're not getting paid, you might meet someone who would connect you to where you would start
transition.
getting paid. You know. Mandal Lena Reklane Kadua. Come, Rome was not built in the day.
Exactly.
And Gambia, ñun rek ñoko mëna defar. It's not always about what your country can do for you. It's what can you do for your country. If we start thinking that way, I'm sure FIBA Bala Nyone 2025. So many young people will be out in the streets. We want to be so unrealistic, live a high life. You cannot afford living a high life. I mean, let's not. I'm gonna take this example from me. Let's not. Let's stop trying to live more than our earnings. For instance,
to live more than your imagination.
Exactly. Like money receive salary $5,000 or $6,000 or $500, and I want to live a $50,000.
It's not gonna work.
How are you gonna do this? You end up being depressed because the thing is, I want the shoe, I want this here, I want this that, And ñun youth yi duñ dee save fii Gambia.
No.
Not many
We can't save up to even buy a land, or you will see Sally Teasy on television
average
wearing
Gambian
something
youth with
and
an
you want to
account.
buy it. For instance, Jainaba is on TV. You don't even know if everything she's wearing is free.
It's a giveaway.
You don't even know if everything is free, and you're saying that you want to wear exactly that. So the whole point is, as an individual, you just have to be yourself, and when you be yourself, opportunities are gonna come your way, and nothing's gonna happen. But Sally, I think we're stealing the show for some reason.
No.
I think because it's your fault, because you decided to bring media personnel here.
Do you know one thing about this? You are speaking, I'm jotting. This is the beauty of the Golden Bee Revolution.
Yes.
The first part is divided into 3 stages. Maybe let me say it here for the
like
good provost who wants to come. You never stole this show. The first part, we ask you to introduce yourself. So the people will know who you are, because like to be seeing you in the media, you will be like, I keep seeing him. The name is Jay or the name is Sally. So you only know about that. But we want you to share your story on the first stage. Then the second stage is your stage. I'm only here to leave you to talk, to educate them.
Then let's
If I am going to educate them, I will not have invited you people. It will be a one-man show. I'll sit here and speak the whole 1 hour and it goes. But the beauty of the show is like, I bring you in for the second stage, you talk to the people, what do you think is a way out? So now that you are doing that, I need not to push, because you are familiar with it. I need not to guide you, like a saying. I will never guide my taxi driver or someone who is teaching me how to drive, guide them do that. As far as he's teaching me to drive, I have to leave him to flow. I cannot dictate to you. So this is your home. Feel like home.
Well then,
do what you can do.
Let's just make the best out of what we hear.
Very well here. We have a free session here, and I'm scared now. We have about 3 minutes for this session. So we might get to the next one. From what you've been saying, I've been recording. You've never stole the show. You are educating the people. Because I know right now someone is out there, hey, please shut up, allow them to talk. Because you are really teaching them. This is why you are here. You are here to inspire them.
Not sometimes, especially in media, in these kind of shows.
Very well.
I follow Larry King a lot, and Oprah Winfrey, Ellen, and they tell you, it's not you.
Very well.
It's your guest.
Very
That's why he or she is here.
Very well.
Allow them
to come up
talk about
Very
whatever.
well. I love it. I was learning a lot from you people. There's one thing about me. Sometimes I can be like, I invent my own word called masculinist, because I took it from a feminist, because I would be like, I would never listen to ladies, because look, I should not be, because I should be that strong. Even during my academics time, like when I was going to school, I feel irritated when I see a girl should lead me from a test. I would be like, no, look, this is not possible. I'm a guy. This guy is just a lady. How could this guy pass me? So I never give that chance. But knowing that to listen to you people, this is just very beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. And then I learned 2 things from this. That is, never wait for an opportunity. You have to go for it. From your own statement here. And then the other thing is like, you need to live beyond what your eye can see. If you will choose that life, it will force you to go outside the box, like you said. But right now, I'm only thinking about, I need to make $5. If I make $5, I have to buy bread tonight. Not plan for tomorrow. It will never work. I have to think outside the box. I need to work for $5, and then after having $5, what will I do next? That's how you build a nation. And I love it when you were talking about living in the Gambia here. We can do it. I keep saying this word. Ask not what your country have done for you, but what you are doing for your country. From John F. Kennedy, it's becoming a household name here. I keep saying it. But we should not recall, or we should not force ourselves to recall this word. Even if John F. Kennedy didn't say this word, this is a word everyone should live by. Imagine you're always at home. Papa, Jamali, Mba, Nyindena. At the end of the day, you're not thinking about what you are giving to your parents. Do you think you will progress? We will never.
But then, Tamit, I don't mean to cut you off. Gambia, Tamit, lola fi sonal tarap. The way we were brought up contribute a lot to how
that's one
people are in the Gambia. Imagine, like other countries, you would see a very young person helping their parents at the market, selling something. But instead, here in Gambia, you would want someone to come and help you. Let's say, for instance, I'm selling in the market and I want you to come and help me. Your mom would say, I'm exploiting you. Or you got a small dog go again.
Very well, they keep saying all kind of words.
Sit home, or working at school, they must study or they must force him. You know? And we have to train our kids, you know, to not just come from school and go and read and afterwards them for as a moromi. We have to teach them to from a very early age to be able to find for themselves. You know, we find ourselves in a society where the interdependency is too high here.
I think what I want to get from the whole thing here is like in the Gambia here, we want to be a career coach to people when we cannot even identify a good thing. Someone will be like, hey, it's a carpenter away. We make people believe that being a carpenter is a bad thing. Or we'll be like, it's a fita da maru, you're the other hana apprentice, you're the other hana driver. So these are some of the words that is really describing people. Yeah, very well.
And
so at the end of the day,
I think that is a very wrong one. That is what we were talking about. The fact that they choose careers based on this is an odd job and so. But that particular, I can use Ida Fall as an example. She's a auto mechanic engineer or something. When I interviewed her, what she told me was, Jenaba, when I'm doing this, I make money every day.
Very well.
So people like me, I'm waiting for 1 month's salary. That is what I'm waiting for, unless I have something personal that I'm doing outside. But people like that, they get money every day. What's better than that? What's better than getting wages than having to wait for salary? So to me, these carpenters even have way more money. It's just that some certain jobs, it's just because you're sitting under an AC or sitting in an office setting. That doesn't justify. That doesn't justify what you have as an individual.
You know, let me tell you something. I noticed someone owns a garage. He said most of these people with suit and ties, when they come with their cars, like when they negotiate a price,
they negotiate more than Alaji who is sitting here.
To a point where they take their suits off.
Wow. Because there's no AC outside there. I can understand here. I think we have 1 minute to go for the break. So when we close from that, we have the final session. Remember, Jibiro, Yamera Femecho Mantra Gambia, will lead you to the Mechola. Kanamera Fokatara Sirin da Madron, Basilo officer of Lakata Baudula, will be after that Baudula. Kamira da Mata Dilil, Alna Doku, Doku Gabejantul. Doku tije min doyada bandaran ko kana na gambe jantole e ka kuntalake itara karo karala. Do we want to live by a country where only foreigners will develop our nation? We want to depend on foreign aid. We want to depend on our domestic works to be done by our foreigners. We want to depend on anything. Our teachers are foreigners. Everything about foreigners. Do you want us to change the name of the Gambia to a foreign land? It will never happen. It will remain as a Gambian. Be it you want to work or you don't want to work, the Gambia will progress. Join us. Let's defeat this dream. Let's go for a Gambia. The Gambia for the best, and the Gambia to mark the global stage. We will stop here, go for a final break. When we come back, we continue. Thank you.
It's GLODEN music.
Aisha Makiolo, go, you be fine. Ajahabuma Musabai, go, you always on my mind. You rip my I swear that you're the only female I deny. I would never be harsh and you would never cry. Girl, you always on my mind. You hey, yo, Hale Billa Taru, we do the dagu. Coco gis hamne mom la repetayam, Coco gis danu. Mo jarabolo, when I gile chocolate holgi, they must suffer near Ticatoli. Holam Akatali, she is a honey, doing the things that I like, she making me feel like a king, bragging the way of a queen, Mujahid Madaja. She's a diva, I swag my ginger, we both fully to the limit, love sick, yeah, one in the mila. Moiki Mane, Sama, Kalsi Mom la Jam, Limako Amalunje, girl. Therefore, Lula ne, but I met it now, I sit back, I suck the nasty temperature. Gun girl, can take my hand, you damn. Yo, you always on my mind. Yo, Reka, my relo. I'll go, you always on my mind. Yo, Reka, my relo. Oh, God, I swear you're the only girl inside. Yo, Reka, my relo. I say you're the only girl. Yo, Reka, my relo. Hey, yeah, you put a smile on me. I swear you're the only goal inside. And that's right.
Thank you so much for joining us. A quick reminder, episode 15 of the GLODEN BEE Revolution TV show. like alala nyamina manyanka aflanyanko deng maminka jakandoro. This is the media house today. The global stage is calling. The global stage is on fire. Allah baraka baka jointa molkana. I hope you have learned from the past episode. Now is a moment where we want to learn from each other, which is the networking time. Once we invite you to the Golden Bee Revolution, we have one of the most important time, which is this time, because like you share your informations, people learn from you, they aspire to, or maybe they get inspired by your story, and then they follow what you are doing. The second stage, we open a dialogue where we can teach the nation, and then finally, we open a dialogue where we can discuss within ourselves to see what can we do to improve our services or to see the Gambia go to a higher height. Mostly, we have this point to be a networking time. So I want to know, you're working with the media mostly on the entertainment side and on the adverb side. You're also working with the media wherein you give current affairs. Also, you are youth activists and the like. So, in your own opinion, what do you think the Gambia can win from this sitting here? Do you think the Gambia can win something from this? And do you think you can work together? Do you need each other to build the Gambia? Or are we on the right track or something is missing? But I know there is something we can do here that will build the Gambia very well. Yeah.
Who goes first?
Anyone that wants to go?
Should I?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. First of all, the media is very powerful.
Very well, yeah.
And I say reason why the world is where it is today is because of media. Because one will sit here and know what's happening in the United States or in China or whatnot. So what we're doing here, so many people would make the best out of it. People that are, really good at listening and implementing based on the good things they get from maybe someone or somewhere. I feel we have shared so many important things on how young people can take ownership, start today and change the narratives. I feel, it's 2020 and that young people should really, really take ownership. Gone are the days where you would sit and say, I'm too young, I'll wait for my parents to do this. Or I still want to live under my parents' roof. We're collecting I think everything we have talked about here, if you implement it, if you really search inside of you, you will find one thing that you are gifted. And if you go to the right people, let's say you're gifted with talking. Jenaba Sonko lives in the Gambia. She do not live abroad. It's a matter of finding where she is, talking to her, go to her every day, make her a mentor. One day you will get to where you are. Probably you meet her at QTV. You never know where Mohammed Jah would find you and say, oh, well, I would want you to come, or offer a free service. Say, I can do this or do that. You never know, it might start from there. You wanna do what I'm doing, hosting entertainment shows, or that's what you're gifted, or that's what you love doing. I'm here, I live in the Gambia. Come to me or text me, inbox me, however where you feel you can reach out. We can talk. I might bring you over and say, you know what, host this show or do this. If that's what you love doing, definitely you will be successful in it. So this platform alone, if you really watch and take what we say, put it into action, I definitely think one person out there, we might change that person's life.
I totally agree.
We might change one person's life. That's how powerful the media is.
You might change 100 people or more.
Exactly.
One person is very, very small. Very, because I learn a lot from you people.
Yes. See, just me telling you, I think you can do media. Look at you.
And you are here
now. So out there might listen to us, what we say. Maybe if you are gifted with later, they might see salon. They might do that and it changed their life. So definitely it has an impact, and I feel we are changing and we will change people's
You're
lives.
the game changer,
yes.
right? Very well, So to you,
I think it's just the same thing that she mentioned. The media is a very, very powerful tool. Like I gave an example when it comes to youth dialogue. I mean, the impact has already been registered within the 2 years, because people watch. I mean, politicians even watch. They don't talk to me directly, just to make that clear, but they talk to other people whom I talk to.
They find problems there and try to solve them.
Exactly. So sometimes I'm like, hey, do these politicians watch your dialogue to know what young people are facing, to be able to solve these problems? So just that shows you how powerful the media is. And talking about what we can do is because I am doing the youth dialogue. That is why I am motivated to start a mentorship program, which is coming up. I've already informed few students about it. We'll put up the application online, whereby people can go online when it's summer to go and apply, and we're targeting 20 female, and when they apply later they will come for an interview, and then we'll get to choose 20 that we'll be mentoring during the summer. So, and I wasn't gonna get this idea if I wasn't doing youth dialogue. And the reason why I came up with the mentorship is the amount of text messages I receive from these young people all the time to say, and I cannot mentor everybody individually, you know, but I can do it collectively. So we're thinking of starting with 20, and then we go forward, and we don't even know where that can reach. So sometimes people in the media do not know who they really inspire, and they inspire a lot of people. I can remember when I was little, when Fatou Camara has to read the news, I'm gonna like, I have to watch Fatou Camara's news. I cannot miss it for anything. I have to watch the Fatou show. I cannot miss it for anything. So she inspired me. This is something that I have to say everywhere, because Niddo, Sulje or something. Wow, exactly. At that time, she was the only person that had like a show, you know, so the entire compound will be like Fatou Camara, Fumaroma, some mentor, you know. I used to rush to go see her. So the first day I read the news, I had to go on Facebook to put it up. You don't know who you inspire. Look at me now. I mean, doing the same thing.
And she does it via the media.
Exactly. So just that is a perfect example of what the media can do. So let us not help our platforms. Our platforms mean a lot. You are doing the playlist.
Definitely.
A lot of artists
with the
come there and
with
they
the playlist, when it started, so many of these artists told me they do not have platforms where they want to be heard. You know, talk about what they love doing. Some people naturally just love entertainment. This is what they're born to do. So having someone ask you about what you're doing, how long you're doing it, and connect you to someone who would maybe do a collab with you. Most of these artists now, they're driving cars, they're making a lot of money, and they do it because we interview them, people see them, people fall in love with them. When they call for a show, they come. They're making a living out of it. So whether it's entertainment, it's youth dialogue, it's playlist, or what you're doing,
GLODEN BEE Revolution.
One way or the other, we're contributing in someone's
impacting
someone's life. So come Nimko, let us not help our platforms. Let's keep pushing. Someone out there is really looking up to us, and you know,
a lot of people.
A lot of people are looking up to us.
And
we are really, really helping. That's why people should be very careful. If you are, you know, if you have the opportunity to sit where you're sitting or where I am sitting today, we have to be very careful with the kind of information we are passing out. Make sure whatever you're telling young people, let it be realistic. Also, let it be factual. You can't just be sitting here because you have a platform, there's a camera sitting, and you just run your mouth. Say whatever you want. You make sure whatever you're saying,
facts and figures.
Exactly, facts and figures, and that people would realize it and then make use of it and, you know, build themselves.
And another thing that is important is that the International Day of Children's Day of Broadcasting, International Children's Day of Broadcasting is coming up. So, I mean, Youth Dialogue is going to be hosted. Youth Dialogue will be hosted by a young person. I mean, we're still scouting. So we have a lot of them, and they will have a panel discussion whereby a young person will host it. So just to show you again the little strides that we are making at our own individual level.
That young person might fall in love with what he or she is doing. You have paved the way for that person. Career has developed there, and so you never know who that person will be in the future, and how he would impact other people's lives.
Sometimes I feel like every medium personals, they almost have, like, they almost think of the same thing.
For some
I was
reason,
also thinking, like, when the youth how do you call it, the International Kids Day, because like that's where also I did remember. I did some time with KWT where I was invited to read the news and the like.
KWT.
So I was like, very well, So I think, what can you do for this day? Can you bring kids? Do you invite them? But I never thought of like getting a child who will host the show. But thank God that you've said this. I don't know. Are you gonna say like, I'm going to spy your idea,
but you can take
I will beg it from you to permit me, because it is your show.
It's okay. The recommendation is I am calling on all media personnel, in fact,
thank you very much.
To give a young person an opportunity to host their shows. Even the news. Primetime news should be read by a young person.
Thank you so much.
So this is not spying or anything. It's a recommendation from me to everybody.
Thank you so much, Ajay,
and give a child an opportunity to broadcast.
Thank you so much. I think I will have to
be a girl. Let it be a girl.
Oh, come on. I will see how best. I have him here. Yes. Jennifer, Khadija, Mohammed, and Molamin Bara. You will have to scout someone. Make sure you have a very big head boy like me who will come, and then we will know how to go with it.
And that is easy. The Kids Podium and the Kids Got Talent, they have brilliant kids.
Yes.
So you can just go and choose.
So
and I would think you should get a lady and I should get a boy.
Very well.
So
I will do that.
Equal.
Yeah. Very well. Yeah. I will have to do that so they would attend the show. And my recommendation before I hand over a surprise certificate to you is that after knowing that we have 2 media personalities here, and then like but you're all focused in different areas, I want to suggest to you, like, because you do entertainment and then she does news reading, and then thank God that you're gonna have what you call a mentorship program. Then the Golden Bee Revolution was planning to have a coaching week. I was thinking of like having you to come and discuss on your area, like what you're doing here.
Why not?
To talk about the entertainment part of it, and then she also talk about it. And then secondly too, between you two now, I'm also expecting, like, because you are into current affairs, you can communicate to her to get you a contact with, or maybe some kind of like news about what is happening with the artist. So you will go, it will be like more like you will working as a team, getting each other a feedback, or you giving each other a news that what is happening. So perhaps this will really help you to strengthen your work, if this could stand. And then finally,
partnership is important.
Very well. Finally, I have a certificate here. Usually, I try to use this very bad voice to read it, but because you're in the media for record purpose, I'll be very happy to hear you read it yourself. The content of the certificate that goes to you. I will not say it, and then that goes to you too.
Oh, thank you so much.
You can read it, and then you have it for the camera to have a flash of it.
This is nice.
So I started with you.
Yes.
So
I want you to read it like the way you do it in your Kerfata here.
So
I want you to feel like you're in Kerfata.
Oh, so am I going to read the news?
Very well, yeah, like you do it in Kerfata. So I'm going to be your one pack and I'm going to be your Bora.
So what I'll do is I would say it in an entertainment form.
Very well, I'll be very pleased. You're very well. We're all going to have our own style today.
Okay, let's see if I can do it.
Okay.
The Golden Bee Revolution Certificate of Appreciation. The Certificate of Appreciation is awarded to... I'm sounding like I'm reading news.
Oh, come on, dude. I enjoy the flow. Come on. Someone will be like, cha.
Appreciation is awarded to Sally Job Kirfatu for contributing to the success of the Golden Bee Revolution TV show. Signed by Suare, Alaji Cherno Suare. That's your name, right?
Very well, yeah.
Okay.
CEO of Golden Bee Revolution.
Okay.
And it has Star TV, so...
Very well, yeah. Let me hear it from you too. I just want to hear that new tone, and also that youth dialogue tone, and also that leadership tone.
Or maybe
you're gonna be like, hey, Gambian people, listen to my certificate.
Just a Jennifer Sonko tone. Let's try that.
Okay.
So the Golden Bee Revolution Certificate of Appreciation. This certificate of appreciation is awarded to Jennifer Sonko, Youth Dialogue QTV, for contributing to the success of the Golden Bee Revolution TV show, signed by the CEO himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for celebrating your success. Celebrating our success is your success. So we will keep on celebrating every success that we invite you to the Golden Bee Revolution here. This is the Golden Bee Revolution for you. Anytime we invite you here, we give you a smile, we give you a certificate, we give you everything because you have inspired lots of people that are watching us today.
Thank you.
So Golden Bee Revolution episode 15. Thank you for watching us. You can follow our activities on the Facebook, that is the Golden Bee Revolution, or also on YouTube, the Golden Bee Revolution. Thank you so much. See you next week.
And hope this won't be our last coming here.
Yeah.
No, it will not be.
So good to be here.
Yeah.